Life is hard, and as a 26 and 4 days-year-old woman, I am navigating that truth. Sometimes you grow up in a certain way, and then things happen along the way, you know what I mean? Especially when there's people involved, family, parents, work, so many external factors, relationships, and oh my God, it can be so overwhelming. And it's like dealing with all the little things, and it can affect your day. Like it really can. A moment in time can just propel, and it can turn into days, and the next thing you know, you're depressed, or you've developed really bad anxiety because you've allowed something to happen to you. And I think it's important to like pause and be like, oh, snap, go, crackle, pop. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. I am struggling, you know? And yeah, I think for me personally, these past 2 years have been honestly like a struggle, you know? I grew up in a certain way, and like I said, like life gets harder. It just does, and like things hit you, and this is not like brand new data that I'm coming to realize, but it's definitely something to acknowledge. And obviously there's a lot going on in the world. Something about a drone. Obviously everything happening overseas. It's just super, or even like in our hometowns or within this, I'm in the United States, so everything in the States is just a lot. So there's like your personal life that can be kind of rocky, and then you have the external world that's also kind of like rocky. And it's like, how do you navigate all of that? You know, how do you like stay centered? How do you like follow your path? How do you like find purpose? How do you like wake up happy? How do you maximize your time? How do you make the right choices? How do you think the right way, you know? And these are things that I think are very important, especially as like a young woman in society and as a young person in society, because yes, I am a #female. I mean, this is, you know, we all have brains, no matter what your gender is. We all experience life. We all deal through struggles, no matter like I said, your gender. Obviously your upbringing can create a certain way of living, and for me personally, I'm definitely more privileged than someone else, you know, and someone else is more privileged than me, but that doesn't negate the struggles of each and every one of us that we may experience. And some people may not struggle, you know, but I think at the end of the day, like the most important thing is like your mental. And like I said, life is hard. And along the way, it's like realizing like, how do you talk to yourself? How do you view yourself? How do you identify as yourself? For me, I used to be a certain way growing up, like very disciplined, very like in my own kind of like tunnel vision. I had that luxury. I had the luxury not to like worry, you know, worry beyond what I wanted. And then, you know, your parents get old, and it's like, oh, and then they do something that's maybe not beneficial to them, you know, and it's like, ooh, and then you're involved, and you're like, ooh. And like I said, work related, you know, after I went to college, and when I graduated, I mean, I got into a job, and it's just like navigating that situation and how that impacts my mental, impacts my way of being. And relationships are, I've been in a couple, I've experienced relationships, you know, since like my first relationship, and each one not only teaches you something, but makes you go through something, right? And depending on your mental, which is the foundation of this video, is that it goes back to how do you process that. And for me personally, just becoming aware of my personal toxic habits or patterns, and whether it's fucking valid or not, it's like cool, but now it's impacting your current moment. And time is just gonna keep going by, you know? And if you don't grasp this aspect of yourself, you will just go downhill. So I wanted to make this video to kind of just talk about my personal relationship with that. I think we all have a unique perspective on life. We all have special skills and special perspectives on how we view the world, and everyone, there's so many different niche parts of life that, you know, that people are experts at. And I'm not an expert at this, but I am an expert in my perspective, and I would love to just talk about and share with it, because I don't know, maybe someone needs to hear it, or maybe someone can relate to me, or maybe someone can give me advice. And I don't know, I just kind of want to create a space where we all can, talk about that. And yeah, so really mastering your mind and your habits is so important. And also it's super important for like going after what you want, because if you cannot handle this, then how are you going to stay focused towards the path that you see your life living? And I will say, there are a lot of lucky people who don't struggle maybe mentally with certain things, There's a lot of people who, like I said, they go through things and that shapes their way of being. And it can be something small, can tunnel and can go on for years. And next thing you know, you have a really bad habit, or you've had a bad habit that you grew up with, or, watching a dynamic can impact the way you see yourself in the world if you allow it, I love that story. That's like, I think it was like there were two twins and their father was an alcoholic, and then one of the siblings becomes an alcoholic because that's what they observed, and then the other sibling never drank in their life because their parents drank. They're like, I'll never become that person. And it is true. Like, we really I just want to preach because I feel so self-righteous too. But yeah, bro, like, we have to be better. And like, this is a message to myself. This is a message to the people in my life. I hope you don't come across this video, but if you do, and you like it, that'd be so cool. Please like it, comment, subscribe. Or if you're a stranger on the internet, like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl who has dreams, and I'm sure you're just a person who has dreams, Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're just vibing in life, and you come across this video, and maybe you're like, you know what? I do have a dream. Martin Luther King had a dream, and look at us now. We're pretty much happened, but in certain ways. But yeah, dude, like, I would say the first step is to just look at your life and say, are you happy? Am I satisfied? Not even with my life, but like with myself. Like, damn, am I enjoying my day-to-day? And like I said, you may be like, yeah, bro, like, I wake up, I work, I hang out with my friends, depending on how old you are, of course. Yeah, like, I work, I have an apartment, I pay for my rent, or I'm about to buy down, put a loan on my first house, or a mortgage, that adult stuff. This is my money. This is my like anxiety pen pal, but except it's close to me. But yeah, like, or you may not be happy, or you may have really bad habits. There are some habits that I'm just like not proud of, that I'm like working on myself, and just like, I want to be the person that I see myself being. I think at the end of the day, like, that's my personal end goal. Like, who do you see yourself being? And are you doing things daily to get there? And if you're not, like, how do we start? And first and foremost, we really have to start from a place of like self-care, because I think if we're not taking care of ourselves, then we'll kind of be like on a hamster wheel. Now, here's the truth. You don't really have to quote unquote take care of yourself in order to just achieve success. I know people who don't really prioritize things that I prioritize. Like, I really prioritize fitness and eating healthy, not that healthy, don't get me wrong. I love a good latte. It's right there waiting for me. But like, I know someone in my life who they get up and they work towards their dream career, and they have the vision to want to have financial success, to take care of themselves, do whatever they want, support their family and the people around them. And they may not prioritize the health and fitness in the way that I do, but that doesn't mean it's not like in their queue to do. But I also believe that if you do take care of yourself, then you can do those other things at full capacity. Because I really, in terms of like a balance, if you feel good, and you're going to do things well off too. But I think nowadays, like, your attention is so easily like grabbable, especially online. If you don't delete those apps, girl, boy, person, if you don't delete those apps, like, they can like sidetrack you. Discipline is just discipline is, oh my, whatever. Oh my god, my deodorant. This is the best deodorant ever. It's expensive, but worth it. But anyways, sorry, got distracted because I saw some beautiful white streaks under my arm. But yeah, dude, like seriously, like I say like a lot. Catch me every time I say like, take a shot of some water, please. But yes, so I hope this video was relatable in some way, and that you, I don't know, reflect on yourself and really think like, okay, damn, I'm struggling. Like, what can I do to better myself? And like I was saying, like, take a shot of that water, girl, boy, person. No, but seriously, take a shot of that water, because I say like a lot. Think, am I satisfied? Am I content? Am I happy with who I am? And then do the things that you see in order to get to where you want to go. What do you need to do? What type of person do you need to become on a daily basis to achieve those things? I think it's time that we stop fucking wasting time. Maybe you don't waste time. Maybe you're very good at that. But I used to be really good at it. Then social media said, hey, and I said, hey. But it's true. So yeah. And then implement that into your day-to-day, and you don't have to do it every single day, you know, but in terms of what your goals are. But I think it's time to start prioritizing yeah, what you want, and like, who do you see yourself as? And if you're not that person, start doing it, and change your mindset, change the way you talk to yourself, you know. And it's great to have people around you to uplift you and support you. Like, that's really helped me. And it's like one, two people, maybe three. Like, I'm pretty like vibing on my own, you know. I have friends, you know, if I wanted to hit them up, but I have like I have a boyfriend, so he's great too. But like, in terms of like a friend, they got my back, you know. And but at the end of the day, when they're not around, who can you call, you know? There's people in your lives. There's people in your life who are not going to be there forever. My parents are not going to be around forever. They support me in many ways, you know. But you have to rely on yourself, and mentally, physically, emotionally. That's not to say don't ask for help. I've been to therapy. I am in therapy. I've been there in 2 weeks, but I'm in therapy. And I love to vent. I will vent. I'm a yapper. Like, I will yap. Bro, I'm talking to myself for 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Like, it's important. But also, like, it's beautiful when you can have that with yourself, you know? Like, in my opinion. Maybe you don't agree. I think asking for help is so important. I've asked for help my entire life. It's like, obviously not my entire life. I've done things by myself. But in order to get to where I am, I've asked for help. And that's okay, you know? But at the end of the day, it's all in here, you know? Telling yourself, like, I'm okay. Like, I deserve help. I got a coach, and he's been great. So maybe, like, who might have talked, but he told me something that was super dope, and I wrote it down, and I was like, screensaver, and it's give yourself permission to win. I was like, yo, yes sir. Like, I like that. Like, I'm gonna write that on my arm. Like, seriously, give yourself permission to win. Like, who am I? Who do I want? Give yourself the gift of discipline to be able to be content at the end of the day. I hear some loud shit, and it's a little scary, but it's true. You know, I used to really live by this when I was younger. Not as much, but like, thinking, do it for your future self, you know? And then your future self will thank you for the things you do. Like, I did cardio today on the Stairmaster, and that was like #hard. I don't like cardio on the Stairmaster because it's very hard. It's hard. I prefer a treadmill. I'm bougie. Actually, Stairmaster is pretty bougie. I did that for 20 minutes. I don't need them that once in my life, I feel like, because Stairmaster is, like I said, Stairmaster is hard, especially when you do like a hard leg day, which I hadn't done yet. TMI, if you want to talk about it later, we can, just let me know. But yeah, I did it, and I was like proud of myself. In the moment, I was like huffing and puffing, but I was proud of myself. I was like, hell yeah, I did cardio today. Endurance, we're up. Me and my heart rate were like, yeah. But in the moment, I was like, damn. But I was like happy, you know, and content. And I think that's important. So yeah, I hope this helped. I'm down to talk about more stuff in detail, or talk about whatever we want to talk about. But cheers, have a great day. Hopefully I'll do more videos, and by hopefully I will, whatever I want. And if you have anything you want to hear me blab about, yap about, let a girl know. All right, my name is Amber, and you're watching me yap. Okay, ciao, see you later. If you want to hear my music, it's Amber Danielle. I yap in that too, but in like a melodic way. Cheers, cheerio. Sorry if this lighting is not sexy, but I'm sexy, so bye.